Hey everyone, I'm Amber. Welcome back to my channel. Today, let's talk about China's most important traditional festival, the Spring Festival. In ancient Chinese agrarian society, as the bleak winter finally passed, the Spring Festival was set precisely on the first day of the Lunar New Year. This date wasn't chosen at random. It lands exactly on nature's turning point, from winter to spring. Ancient Chinese, gazing at the stars and observing the earth, used this festival to solemnly bid farewell to the cold, silence, and perhaps the regrets of a poor harvest from the old year. Then, they opened their arms to warmly embrace the new year full of warmth, growth, and infinite possibilities. People believed that at this sacred moment of renewal, everything could start afresh. Past bad luck would be swept away, and future good fortune was on its way. This deep yearning for and celebration of a new beginning became the nationwide jubilation of the Spring Festival. Long ago, during the Han Dynasty Emperor Wu's reign, the term Chenji actually referred to the solar term Li Chen, marking the start of spring, a day to encourage farming and symbolically whip a lazy earth ox. The Lunar New Year we celebrate today was simply called Zhuanayan or Zhuandan until 1912. That year, after the founding of the Republic of China, the government adopted the Gregorian calendar, designating January 1st as Zhuandan and officially renaming the traditional Lunar New Year as Chenji. Furthermore, the Spring Festival is far more than just New Year's Eve and the first day. Traditionally, it's a complete and lengthy cycle. It typically begins with Laba Festival on the 8th day of the 12th lunar month, signaled by everyone drinking Laba porridge, signifying the festival's arrival. It then continues right through to the Lantern Festival on the 15th day of the first lunar month, marked by viewing lanterns and eating tongyan, when it truly concludes. Packed within this period are rich and dense rituals and activities. Sacrificing to the kitchen god on the 23rd or 24th of the 12th month to send him to heaven to report. Followed by a dust-sweeping day, a family mobilization for a massive cleanup to sweep away the old year's ill fortune and welcome the New Year's good luck. New Year's Eve, the family reunion dinner, and staying up late. New Year's Day greetings, and Po Wu on the 5th to welcome the god of wealth. The entire festive period can stretch over a month. So, how did the Spring Festival originate? Long ago, there was a terrifying monster called Nyan. With sharp horns on its head, it lived deep under the sea. Every year, at the coldest point of winter, the last day of the lunar year, New Year's Eve, it would crawl ashore, enter villages, wreak havoc, steal grain, and even harm people and livestock. The villagers were terrified, hiding deep in the mountains every time. Until one year, a mysterious old man arrived in the village. Seeing the panicked villagers, he smiled slightly and produced 3 magic tools: red paper, firecrackers, and lights. He told everyone to paste red paper on their doors, set bamboo alight to create loud cracking sounds, and keep all lights burning brightly through the night. When the Nyan beasts attacked again, it was utterly terrified by the overwhelming red color, the deafening noises, and the blazing lights. It fled back to the depths of the sea with its tail between its legs, never to return. From then on, every New Year's Eve, every household pastes red Spring Festival couplets, sets off loud firecrackers, lights all lamps, and stays awake all night, Shaosui celebrating the expulsion of the Nyan beast and the arrival of a safe new year. This is the origin of Guanian. Those imposing warrior door gods pasted on every household's gate during the New Year aren't just random bodyguards. Their prototypes trace back to 2 deities from China's ancient mythological classic, the Shanhai Jing, Shenshu and Yulei. Legend says they stood beneath a giant peach tree, specifically tasked with capturing evil spirits that plagued the human world, feeding them to tigers if caught. People in the Han Dynasty believed peachwood had the power to ward off evil. They carved images of Shenshu and Yulei onto peachwood planks and hung them on doors. By the Tang Dynasty, legend says Emperor Taizong Li Shimin was troubled by nightmares and couldn't sleep peacefully. His 2 great generals, Qin Qiong and Yu Chigong, volunteered to stand guard in full armor outside the palace gates. The emperor indeed slept soundly. Later, to spare the generals the constant duty, people pasted their portraits on doors, achieving the same protective effect. Thus, Qin Qiong and Yu Chigong became the most popular door god security team, safeguarding the peace of countless homes. Another fascinating myth involves Spring Festival food. Why do many places eat long noodles on the 7th day of the new year? This relates to the legend of Wenhua, the Chinese creation goddess. It's said that when creating the world and all things, Wenhua took 7 full days. On the first day, she created chickens, so the first day honors chickens. On the second day, she created dogs, so the second day is good for dogs. On the third day, pigs. The fourth day, sheep. The fifth day, cows. On the sixth day, horses. Only on the seventh day did she create humans. Therefore, the seventh day of the first lunar month is considered Renrai, the birthday of all humankind. Eating long noodles on this day symbolizes health and longevity, blessing everyone with peace, smooth sailing, and a long life in the new year. Having talked about the magical beginnings, we must discuss one of the most important and delightful parts of the Spring Festival: eating. The highlight of New Year's Eve is undoubtedly the lavish tuan fan, also known as the neon the fan. This meal carries irreplaceable emotional weight. No matter how far the journey or how busy the work, people will do their utmost to return home and reunite with family. In the north, jiaozi are the undisputed star of the feast. Their shape resembles ancient gold ingots, symbolizing wealth. Making dumplings is also a warm, family bonding moment. Everyone raps, chats, and enjoys the happy atmosphere together. Sometimes, clean coins, red dates, or candies are hidden inside a few dumplings. Whoever bites into one is prophesied to have good luck, wealth, or sweetness in the new year. In many southern regions, nian gao is essential because gao sounds like high, signifying nian gao sheng, rising higher year after year in life, career, studies, and all aspects. Moreover, whether north or south, a whole fish is indispensable on the table, usually steamed or braised in soy sauce. Often, this dish isn't finished completely, with some left over until the next day, symbolizing naya yu, abundance year after year, with surplus wealth. Specific delicacies vary by regional custom, but all are the best, most skillful dishes, and the feast must be abundant to express auspicious wishes. In the warm Southeast Asian Chinese communities like Singapore and Malaysia, there's a super lively and fun ritual during the New Year called Lohei or Yusheng. Everyone gathers around a large platter of colorful raw fish salad mixed with various vegetable shreds, crispy bits, crushed peanuts, sesame seeds, sweet and sour sauce, etc. Then, all raise their chopsticks high, tossing and mixing the ingredients as high as possible while shouting auspicious phrases loudly. The higher the toss and the louder the shouts, the more it symbolizes soaring success and progress in career, wealth, and life in the coming year. Ancient Chinese also had a special wine for the Spring Festival, tusu wine. This wasn't ordinary wine. It was medicinal liquor infused with various herbs like Sichuan pepper, cinnamon bark, atractilodes, and platico din root, giving it a uniquely spicy flavor. Drinking tusu wine also had special rules. Not the elders first, but the youngest child in the family drank first. The ancients believed this would ward off illness and strengthen the child, adding a year of growth. Elders drank last, signifying bidding farewell to the old year and extending life. The great poet Su Dongpo wrote, "But take poverty and sorrow in exchange for lasting health. I won't refuse to drink the tusu last." Meaning, he willingly drank last to gain health and longevity. After the reunion meal, the family doesn't hurry to disperse. They stay together for xiaosu. Everyone sits around, cracking melon seeds and peanuts, eating candies and snacks, chatting, reminiscing, playing cards or games, or watching the Spring Festival Gala together, collectively awaiting the chime of the New Year bell. The custom of xiaosu carries the meaning of treasuring time, while also stemming from the legend of the neon beast. During xiaosu, there's another moment children anticipate most: receiving yasui qian, New Year money. Elders put crisp new banknotes into special small red envelopes and give them to the younger generation after the New Year's Eve dinner or when the New Year bell rings. The red color of the envelope symbolizes good luck and warding off evil. Originally, yasui meant suppressing the sui demon. Legend says a small demon named Sui would emerge on New Year's Eve to touch the heads of sleeping children, causing them to fall ill. Money in a red envelope could suppress it and protect the child. Actually, most people don't know that the earliest Sui Qian wasn't real money. It was peachwood carved into coin shapes, inscribed with the characters Yasui Qian. By the Song dynasty, it became popular in the imperial court to give children real copper coins during the new year for good luck. In the Qing dynasty, it evolved into specially cast auspicious phrase coins inscribed with phrases like Changming, Bai Sui, or Fushou Shuangquan. Today, while the envelope is still red, the money inside might be crisp, new banknotes. Approaching midnight, ear-splitting firecracker sounds and dazzling fireworks light up the night sky. Children go out to set off fireworks, welcoming the arrival of the new year. The predecessor of fireworks was the more rudimentary baoju, the stuff mentioned earlier for scaring away the Nyan beast. By the time gunpowder was invented, alchemists seeking the elixir of immortality accidentally mixed saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal, creating gunpowder. When people tried filling bamboo tubes and later paper rolls with this powder and igniting it, it produced not just sound, but brilliant flashes of light and soaring momentum. Baoju thus upgraded to baozhang and yanhuo, sound and light perfectly combined, seemingly multiplying the power to ward off evil. During the Song Dynasty, firework craftsmanship advanced rapidly, leading to more complex frame fireworks and box fireworks that could create simple patterns and stories in the night sky, becoming the grand finale for court and folk celebrations, especially during the Lantern Festival. By the Ming and Qing dynasties, firework craftsmanship became even more refined with numerous varieties, and the custom of setting them off during the Spring Festival became more widespread and grand. The next day, New Year's Day, the first day of the Lunar New Year, is a crucial day in the Spring Festival celebrations. On this day, starting from dawn, people across the country immerse themselves in an atmosphere of joy, harmony, and rich ritual. Though China is vast and multi-ethnic, resulting in diverse local customs, the core themes of New Year's Day are highly consistent, praying for blessings and good fortune, family reunion, and bidding farewell to the old while welcoming the new. In Old Beijing, people emphasize eating the vegetarian dumplings made on New Year's Eve, signifying plain and peaceful and hoping for a trouble-free new year. These dumplings are often eaten until the fifth day. Along with the Jian fan, deliberately cooked in excess on New Year's Eve, they symbolize the household having surplus grain and abundant wealth year after year. At the crack of dawn, many head to famous temples like the Guandi Temple near Qianming Gate to burn incense and pray for wealth and good fortune in the new year. In Shandong, the new year is exceptionally lively. The national intangible cultural heritage, Haiyangguan Yangko dance, is a highlight. Early in the morning, Yangko troops set off to the clanging of gongs and drums. The leader, the Ladafu, wielding a duster or umbrella, directs the large troop performing traditional formations like 2 dragons playing with a pearl and 8 trigrams array, parading through streets and alleys to bring blessings and ward off evil for every household. Sitting together as a family to make and eat dumplings for breakfast on the first morning is essential. And always, a few dumplings will contain cleaned coins. Whoever bites into one is prophesied to have prosperous wealth in the new year. On the land of Shanxi, many families first perform rituals honoring gods and ancestors, expressing reverence and remembrance. For breakfast, steaming hot saucy noodles or similarly coin-filled dumplings take center stage, symbolizing fortune and wealth rolling in. There's also a unique custom called dasiyu tan. Red-hot charcoal pieces are placed into a container filled with vinegar, instantly releasing fragrant vinegar steam. People carry this container to every corner of the house, using the strong vapor to fumigate the rooms, believing it can dispel illness, purify the home, and bring health. In Huaiyang County, eastern Hainan, a massive event occurs on New Year's Day. The pilgrimage to Taiha Mausoleum. Tens of thousands flock from all directions to worship Fuxi, the cultural ancestor, offering incense, striking the bell, and praying for blessings. The scene is spectacularly grand, with crowds praying for national peace, favorable weather, and family safety under Fuxi's protection. Looking south, in southern Fujian, longevity is a theme for the first breakfast. A bowl of long noodles is essential, signifying yearly longevity and health. In places like Zhangzhou, this bowl of noodles is often served with bright red sausages and golden century eggs, symbolizing a thriving, prosperous, and colorful life. Far away in Penang, Malaysia, Virginia's descendants retain strong New Year traditions. When visiting each other, they gift auspicious oranges. Elders give red packets. The famous Ketlok Sea Temple lights up tens of thousands of lanterns, creating a sea of brilliant light. Cantonese households always display large oranges symbolizing great luck and green olives signifying smooth sailing. These are essential decorations and treats for guests. In the morning, younger generations respectfully serve tea to elders, expressing reverence and blessings. Streets buzz with the sound of gongs and drums as energetic lion dance troops parade. Lion dance groups visit house to offer New Year greetings, met by homeowners setting off firecrackers in warm welcome, celebrating the New Year together and praying for the lions to bring good luck. New Year's Day in the Jiangnan water towns exudes refinement and elegance. When guests arrive for New Year visits, hosts serve yuanbo cha, placing a green olive or kumquat in the teacup, symbolizing attracting wealth and treasure for the new year. Candies and pastries are presented on exquisite gold-lacquered trays, accompanied by the sweet greeting gong shiruyi. In Suzhou, Hangzhou, etc., breakfast emphasizes eating chenpan or chenbing, usually filled with fresh vegetables like celery, chives, and bean sprouts, praying for diligence and lasting happiness in the new year. In Sichuan, the beautiful day starts sweetly with reunion. Breakfast must include a bowl of plump, white tongyan. After eating, people begin visiting relatives. Dressed in new clothes and bearing gifts, they go enthusiastically to pay New Year visits to elders and friends, offering Spring Festival blessings. Furthermore, on this day, most places avoid using brooms or knives and scissors. People believe sweeping will sweep away or pour out the household's wealth and good fortune. Using knives, scissors, needles, or other sharp instruments is thought to easily provoke arguments or cut off good luck. Garbage is usually accumulated and not cleared until after the 5th day. On New Year's Day, everyone speaks only auspicious words. Xin, Nayan, Kuailala, Gong, Zaifa, Saiwan, Shiru Yi, and Shen, Tijiang Keng are her frequency phrases. Words like death, illness, poverty, broken, or bad must be absolutely avoided. If a child accidentally says something unlucky, adults quickly utter Tongyan Wuji to dispel it. This is the Chinese Spring Festival. It emerges from the ancient myths of Wan, creating humans and the Nayan beast legend, carrying the crisp scent of gunpowder from firecrackers and the warm steam of dumplings. It traverses mountains and rivers, integrating people of different skin colors and languages. It distills the Chinese nation's profound wishes for 5,000 years, reunion, peace, prosperity, and harmony into the simplest yet warmest message delivered to every corner of the world. I am Amber. Catch you next time.